the series of Gardening with Jesus. I hope you all enjoyed the previous video, and here I am with few more things that Lord has been teaching me this week. So let's go into the video right now. So we all know that when we plant something or when we do some kind of work, we want the 100% result, and we want it to be fruitful, we want it to be perfect without any problems. And going on with the garden also, that is something that any gardener would expect. You know, we want the plants to be perfect in shape, we want them to give us good produce and good yield and all that kind of stuff. And but here is what I've learned, you know, in this duration, like from a couple of years after I started doing the gardening. This is the grapevine I planted like a year ago, and it's perfectly fine. But then all of a sudden, you know, it started having this problem. If you come see here, which I don't even want to touch, but if you see, there are some kind of insects that are eating the plants away, and then that are making the leaf like that. And it also, like, I've observed the growth suppressing in this plant, and it's very hard for it to grow back, you know, to the normal. And of course there are always some kind of sprays, or you know, some kind of insecticides or pesticides that we can spray on and give good food for them to come back, you know, to normal, and then grow well. And also there are a few more things that I would like to show you in the garden, and we can talk what Lord is teaching us through this kind of problems in the plants, or you know, and the problems could be just the insects sometimes, or just the weather sometimes. You know, if it is too hot or if it is too cold, the plant cannot take. So the plant always wants the favorable conditions, you know. And sometimes it's just the minerals or some kind of compounds missing in the soil, or sometimes it doesn't need excess water, but it, you know, because of the rain there is some excess water. Or sometimes it doesn't need more sun and it needs more water, and we're not able to water the plant enough. It could be something for the plant to go down, you know, not be fruitful, or not to give us good produce. So let's see what are problems we have, and we can discuss spiritually what we can have in spiritual life and how we can come out of that, you know. Let's go to my little deck area where I have some more plants. Pretty much all of them are Indian, but we can check what I'm talking about. So this is my little deck area where I planted a few of the plants in the buckets, you know, or in the containers, and pretty much all of these are Indian vegetables. You can see God has been blessing us with some, those are called ridge gourds, and I have some bitter gourds, and I have some bottle gourds over here, and those are, we can find them in America also. Those are some bell peppers, green chilies, and some eggplants. But what I wanted to tell exactly here is, I had problem with my beans also, and I'll show you in just a minute. This beans plant, it started yellowing, and it started, like, it had full of flowers, but it was not producing any fruit. And someone told me that it's because it has a problem, that it doesn't have, the soil doesn't have enough phosphate, you know, and that is the reason why the leaves were turning yellow, and then it was not producing good fruit. So I just googled and I saw whatever they want, and I just put some banana peels, and it helped. So, and you can also see that there is problem with these kind of plants where, you know, there is yellowing in the leaves right there, which means there is something missing in here also, which I'm still trying to figure out how I can improve the yield of the plant, or how I can improve the health of the plant. And I also have some garden over there in the yard, and we can also go there and see that what are problems we have over there, and we can discuss how we can relate that spiritually. So this is what I was talking about. This is called Indian spinach, and this has a problem, like, you know, if you can see, it's eaten by the insect. The most of the leaf is gone, and we have to spray something for this, like, you know, I've been checking on them, but most of the leaf is gone. That's because something is eating it away. And you can also see the beans, you know, it has some spots also, but it's still producing good fruit, but it has problem anyway, like, you know. You can see it's coming up, and these are like the new leaves that is coming up. Before it was like that, but these are coming back again new. So the new life is starting. And there, as I showed you in the grapevine, there was also a problem with the okra, and it started coming back properly and normally after we sprayed something on it, and it helped. So and you can see the okra is producing pretty well right now. So the whole point I want to make here is that there will be problem even in a spiritual way. You might be thinking that you are saved, you might be thinking that you are very close to the Lord, you might be thinking that you can hear the Lord and you can understand the word very good, and that's all true. It's not that it is false or it is a lie, but even at that point of time, you might still have a downfall, you might still have a problem to connect back with the Lord again spiritually, or you can get depressed, or you can get deviated, disturbed, distracted, or you might be feeling alone. So I just want to encourage you that as it is very common for these plants to get infected, as it is very common for these plants to be eaten away by the insects, it is very common for us to go down and then be down some of the times. As just we spoke in the episode of seasons, we will be going through the seasons all the time, and sometimes we will be in this position. But the good and beautiful thing is we have an owner that looks after us, and that takes care of us, that will help us to come out of it. Whatever is needed, whatever things are needed, he will give us, and whatever things needs to be pruned, which we are going to talk about pruning next week if possible. So whatever needs to be pruned, he's going to prune, so that it is good for us, it is good and healthy for us. So I just want to encourage you, if you're in a position where you think that you're down and looking at your past, comparing your past, saying that, oh, I was super godly before, oh, I was worshiping the Lord very nice before, I was praying like 2 hours a day before, or I was doing the Bible study like 3 to 4 hours a day before, and I'm not able to do that anymore. That means I'm very far away from the Lord. And don't feel guilty when you're at that point of time. All that I want to say is it's okay. It's okay for you to be there. As it is very common for these plants to get infected, in the same way it is very common for us to fall short of His glory. But the beautiful thing again is He is ready to pick you up again. So do not give up, and do not feel guilty about the things that are unnecessary. It is really good to go back and correct them and rectify them and repent. But do not just stay there. So I hope this will make sense to you, and I hope this will encourage you. And this is what Lord taught me, when the plants are going through something, that it is very possible for us to go through something like that. So I hope and pray that this will encourage you, and if you have anything to add on, please add on in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe and click on that like button if you liked it, and please share it with your family and friends so that they will be blessed as well. That's all I got for you all. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.